Very cunning hat.
Yes, it is. Alan, what was it like working on Broadway with Spamalot? Is there any chance you're going to be going back to Broadway?
I hope so. I hope so. You never know. It was great to work on Spamalot. It was one of the best experiences of my life. I got to do it with the original cast, except for me. I wasn't original. They'd all moved from Chicago, and I got to step in and take over Hank Azaria's place for 6 months.
I saw it twice. He was wonderful. Did anybody see Spamalot?
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I saw you. I met a couple of people here. It was such a great. I was a lucky guy to get that job, and did it for 6 months. And I had done a Broadway show before that, like 4 years prior. So, and then I did one. Anyway, I'll probably do Broadway again. But you know, you never know when it all comes together. I don't live in New York so much these days, but I hope to. And I got to tell you, if you ever know a performer or an actor that you like and they're doing a Broadway show, go check it out. Go check them out on stage, because it's one thing about live theater. When you come up to an actor and you say, "Hey, I saw you in that movie. It was great in the movie." The actor will go, "Ah, thanks, I appreciate that. Thanks, it's very nice." If you say, "I saw you in a play," they'll go, "Oh, which night?" No, it's like in the beginning of the run or the end.
I literally just had that conversation today with somebody, actually. His name is Peter. I don't know if you're here today.
Peter!
There he is. He came to see you, Seagull, and I was like, "Oh my God, you saw it." He's like, "I saw it twice." I was like, "Oh my God, when?"
Don't you want to make the actors do that? That's awesome.
It's live.
Yes, it's live, and when it's done, it's over. And so I love theater's my favorite first thing that I've ever. This is the thing that got me hooked on acting in the first place, is how I mean to say. And so I will do it, whether it's Broadway or not, I don't know, but I'll definitely do theater again, that's for sure. Thanks.
Give that man a card.
There are no Broadway cards, though. You know, there's no cards.
You can have the card, or you can have the empty envelope.
There you go, man. Thank you.
No trick on this one.
Okay, Alan, yesterday you said something about how Joss has killed Buffy off like twice now.
Yes.
It got me wondering, actually. There's a website called Women in Refrigerators. It's kind of a hall of fame, and Joss, of course, has made this hall of fame like 4 times. And so, Lord alone knows we would all like to see a little bit more of Serenity. What I'm wondering, male or female, if there was more Serenity, who do you think? Who do the 4 of you think that would be next to go in the refrigerator?
Oh,
who would die?
I vote for Captain Mal.
Not sympathetic enough. We'd have to go for someone cute. Someone irreplaceable, yet killable. Someone capable and cute. Someone in a jumpsuit. Handy, could be handy, but I mentioned cute. Ooh. I'm thinking Sean. Barb. Just a suggestion.
Don't kill off Haley's boyfriend.
Well, I would say Mal, because it's the one you don't see coming. And you know, Joss makes his shows to where he can, you know, kill anybody. And I think if Mal went down, we would have survived. Now that my character's dead, I don't think we would survive in the same way as I saw it working. I mean, you don't think so? We could have just taken over the minute you dropped dead. Woohoo! Okay, let's move forward.
It's about as much as she cried for your death.
This is funny because it's true.
Thank you. Help me see some true colors, I appreciate it.
Listen, we had to glaze over that because it was a necessity. It was, you know, stuff was happening. But at the end, we worshipped that rock for a minute.
Next question.
I really like that one.
Got him.
Okay, my question is for Nathan. Nathan, you played
Morena is going to answer this question. But ask it to me.
in the DVD on Out and Ryan, you played a brother a character that brother who's homosexual, and you found out. What bounds arose if you had a brother in real life that was gay? How would you feel?
I'm sorry.
Which DVD, I'm sorry?
Out and Ryan.
Outing Riley. All right, Outing Riley, and what was the question?
If you had a brother that was homosexual in real life, would you be more honest and open to him and learn to respect him, or as the character played?
Oh, sure, okay, but
What do you mean if?
in the movie. His two children are covered.
It's fine.
In the movie, we were an Irish Catholic family, and one of our brothers comes out as gay, and after our father finally dies, he figures he can finally tell the family. One of us is a priest, very Irish Catholic. Everybody kind of has a hard time dealing with it. My character in particular, because he thought that they were closer, and he feels a little betrayed. Yeah, I guess I'd be a little more easy. I don't think it'd be a big deal. Right? Would it be a big deal? Is it a big deal anymore to be gay? No. Yeah. I think maybe in the 50s it was a big deal.
Maybe we should ask your brother what he thought. That's not true. Now there would be finding.
We'll still love you.
Come
Come grab a card. You can start around the next question.
Come get a card for you.
Morena, you're going to answer my next question.
Work it.
Over there.
I haven't seen any of Firefly.
I'm sorry.
And the only thing I watch Stargate my brother's gonna get me watching Firefly. And Serenity.
Yeah.
And he's the one that brought me to Dragon Con.
Maybe this isn't the place to confess. Just say pitchforks.
But I was wondering, what scene did each of you do that was like the hardest to do?
We're going to start with Jewel. A difficult scene. Difficult filming day, perhaps?
Well, I think the hardest one for me was probably the one in Objects in Space in the engine room with Early. Even though he's a very nice man, that was a tough day at work. The not hardest was anytime I had to make out with Sean. I'm just being honest. He smells beautiful.
Like clean sheets.
It does smell good, you know.
It's a good thing your husband's here, Jewel.
My husband thinks he smells beautiful too.
Totally
He
cool.
went like this.
But what about difficult? So difficult was early in the
Oh
interview.
yeah, that wasn't a fun day. I had a lot of fun days.
Yeah.
And that wasn't one of them.
Right.
That was tough.
Morena, how about you?
It's a toss-up
Between
the scene where in Heart of Gold where I had to tell you that I'm leaving.
right.
That was really sad.
Yeah.
And when Jewel and I couldn't get through a scene because we were laughing so hard.
But which one?
In that general store, in Safe. We had to giggle so bad that even Joss lost a sense of humor.
It was horrible. And everyone was so hot. It was this tiny little room.
And there was a fly that kept landing on Sean's nose.
Yeah, and we were sweating profusely because it was just so boiling that day. And every time I looked at her, it was that hysterical laugh, you know, where you know.
It's like super high pitched.
Yeah, and you're like crying and there's nothing you can do about it. It was awful, and the whole crew was like.
Like when you're in church.